26th of July 2023. Welcome to Somalia's premier #1 station for news and updates. I'm your presenter Abdurrahman Yusuf. Tonight we have a lot in store for you, but first let's take a look at the stories that are making our headlines. Somali government retakes Gof Gaduud Burey from Al-Shabaab fighters. Somalia and Serbia enter deal to improve security sector. Somalia condemns attack at Jale Siad military training camp. Glad to have you back. Now let's delve into a full bulletin. The Somali government has retaken control of the Gof Gaduud Burey locality from Al-Shabaab without any resistance from the extremist group. The area, located 30 kilometers from Baidoa town, had been seized by the Al-Shabaab fighters just last week. Here's a full story.
The Somali government has retaken control of Gof Gaduud Burey locality from Al-Shabaab without any resistance from the Al-Shabaab group. The area, located from 30 kilometers from Baidoa town, had been seized by Al-Shabaab fighters just last week. This is not the first time that the Al-Shabaab has taken control of the Gof Gaduud Burey area, which is a strategic location to be defended from the city of Baidoa, the provisional capital of southwest Somalia. The group has repeatedly carried out series of attacks in the region, marking the Somali army's successful recapture of the area, a significant milestone in the fight against Al-Shabaab. The news comes as the African Union Transition Mission is preparing to hand over security responsibilities to Somali security forces. ATMIS, in partnership with the United Nations Support Office in Somalia UNSOS and the federal government of Somalia, recently concluded successful drawdown of 2,000 troops in compliance with the UN Security Council Resolution 2628 and 2670/2022. As part of this handover, 6 forward operating bases were handed over to Somali security forces, including Haji Ali, Mir Tukuo, Adale, Albao, Gerile, and Al Jazeera 1. One, Marka Ayub, was closed. The successful retaking of Gaduud Burey without resistance from Al-Shabaab is an encouraging sign for the Somali army and its partners as they work towards building a more stable and secure Somalia. However, it is important to remain vigilant and continue the fight against Al-Shabaab and terrorism in the country.
In a move aimed at enhancing security in Somalia, the federal government of Somalia has entered a deal with the government of Serbia to work together in improving the security sector. The deal was struck during a meeting between the Somali Police Commissioner General Sulub Ahmed Firin and Serbia's Interior Minister and Chief of Police Bratislav Jasic in Belgrade, Serbia.
In a move aimed at enhancing security in Somalia, the federal government of Somalia has entered a deal with the government of Serbia to work together in improving the security sector. The deal was struck during a meeting between Police Commissioner General Sulub Ahmed Firin and Serbia's Interior Minister and Chief of Police Bratislav Jasic in Belgrade, Serbia. The leaders discussed avenue of cooperation in counter-terrorism, anti-corruption, cross-border crime, and criminal investigation departments. As part of this cooperation, 44 Somali police officers will receive training in Serbia, adding to a growing number of Somali security forces who have received training in the country, including the Somali Presidential Palace Guards. The cooperation between the two countries has been ongoing for some time now, with a delegation of Somali officials, including the Minister of Interior Security Mohammed Sheikh Ali Dodishe, visiting Serbia in April to further strengthen the relationship. This visit resulted in increased cooperation between the two countries. Speaking after meeting, Deputy Commander of Serbian Police General Mijama Pajic said he was pleased to working with the federal government of Somalia. Somalia has been grappling with insecurity since the overthrow of Siad Barre's government in 1991. The country has been plagued by clan-based violence, terrorism, piracy, and other forms of criminal activities.
The Speaker of the lower house of the federal government of Somalia, Adan Mohamed Noor, has strongly condemned the recent attack at the Jale Siad military training camp. In a press statement, the Speaker applauded the Somali National Army and other security agencies for their continued dedication to protecting the people of Somalia from the threat posed by Al-Shabaab terrorists.
The Speaker of Lower House of Federal Government of Somalia, Aden Mohamed Noor, has strongly condemned the recent attack at the Dalsan military training camp. In a press statement, the Speaker applauded the Somali National Army and other security agencies for their continued dedication to protecting the people of Somalia from the threat posed by Al-Shabaab terrorists. The attack, which occurred on July 23, 2023, resulted in the death and injury of Somali National Army soldiers, and the Speaker expressed his condolences to the families of the victims and wished quick recovery to those injured. He further instructed all security agencies in the country to launch investigations into the attack and arrest anyone involved. The attack at the Jalasiad military training camp is a reminder of the ongoing threat posed by Al-Shabaab and other terrorist groups in Somalia. Despite the efforts of Somali National Army and other security agencies, these groups continue to carry out attacks on innocent civilian and security forces. The federal government of Somalia has reiterated its commitment to fighting terrorism and maintaining peace and security in the country. The government has called on the international community to support its efforts to combat terrorism and build peaceful and stable Somalia.
That Jalasiat story brings us to the end of our bulletin. Lovely viewers, wherever you're tuning in from, thank you for staying put. Stay put for more stories in our subsequent bulletins. Have yourselves a lovely night.